All right, so like a good girl, I'm rolling pretty much right out of bed, right into the book. And lesson 104 doesn't seem to have anything to do with happiness. Thank God, we're done with that. Weren't you getting sick of it? Like, happiness is my function. I share God's will for happiness. God being love is happiness. God's will for me is perfect happiness. All right, I'm just joking. Who would ever get tired of happiness? Lesson 104 that we're doing today, if you're chugging along with me, is I seek but what belongs to me in truth. I seek but what belongs to me in truth. And I like this one already because it reminds me of the Flossie book that I was reading. And actually, a lot of the things that I've been reading over the years are starting to come together, you know. And so when I hear I seek but what belongs to me in truth, it reminds me of that book that was like, if it's mine, it will come to me. You know, I only want what is actually mine or belongs to me or should be with me. And if it's not, then I don't want it. So let's see if it has anything to do with that. Probably not. But let's get reading, because it is a page and not a quite a half, a page and a little bit. So today's idea, I seek but what belongs to me in truth. Today's idea continues with the thought that joy and peace are not but idle dreams. They are your right because of what you are. They come to you from God, who cannot fail to give you what he wills. Yet must there be a place made ready to receive his gifts. They are not welcomed gladly by a mind that has instead received the gifts it made where his belong, as substitutes for them. So, the universe, God, source, has got all this good shit for you, but where are you gonna put it if you've already filled up your head with bullshit that you created? See, I should write my own version of A Course in Miracles. Thug, ACIM. All right, today we would remove all meaningless and self-made gifts which we have placed upon the holy altar where God's gifts belong. His are the gifts that are our own in truth. His are the gifts that we inherited before time was, and that will still be ours when time has passed into eternity. His are the gifts that are within us now, for they are timeless. And we need not wait to have them. They belong to us today. Therefore, we choose, two O's, choose to have them now. We choose to have them now, and know in choosing them in place of what we made, we but unite our will with what God wills and recognize the same as being one. So there you go. That's interesting to think about time not existing anymore. Do we all just want to go down this rabbit hole together today? Our longer practice periods today, the hourly 5 minutes that we'll certainly remember, right? Given truth for your salvation should begin with this. Okay, so once an hour for 5 minutos, we say, I seek but what belongs to me in truth, and joy and peace are my inheritance. So, like when someone dies, they have a will and they leave you something, inheritance, like God's will. He's like leaving you all this joy and peace. They're yours, but it's not a really good analogy at all. But like seriously, like your name's on the joy. Your name is on the peace. It belongs to you. You know, so it's yours. I just was having a random side thought about how my dad's side of my family screwed me out of $60,000. This joy and peace inheritance you cannot be screwed out of. Okay, money in the human world, apparently you can get screwed out of that stuff. But not this, okay? This is yours. Okay, then, Sadie, lay aside the conflicts of the world. Forgive those mill irons. Oh, I ain't holding back anymore. I just feel like telling everyone who's ever been an a-hole to me, like, yeah, you're totally, I can't wait. My ego just can't wait to make the list. How do we stop doing that? How do we stop doing that? Lay aside the conflicts of the world that offer other gifts and other goals made of illusions, witnessed to by them and sought for only in a world of dreams. So all this we lay aside and seek instead that which is truly ours, as we ask to recognize what God has given us. We clear a holy place within our minds before His altar, where His gifts of peace and joy are welcomed, and to which we come to find what has been given us by Him. We come in confidence today, aware that what belongs to us in truth is what He gives, and we would wish for nothing else. For nothing else belongs to us in truth. Turn the page. So, do we clear the way for Him today by simply recognizing that His will is done already and that joy and peace belong to us as His eternal gifts? We will not let ourselves lose sight of them between the times we come to seek for them where He has laid them. This reminder we will bring to mind as often as we can. I seek but what belongs to me in truth. God's gift of joy and peace are all that I want. So the lesson is I seek but what belongs to me in truth. So you can start off with that, and then you can add things like, and joy and peace are my inheritance. I seek but what belongs to me in truth. God's gift of joy and peace are all I want. So I seek but what belongs to me. Like I'm searching for what belongs to me. Okay? I seek but what belongs to me in truth. In truth. Not what my ego thinks. No, in truth. Money is an illusion. It actually didn't belong to me. What does belong to me is joy and peace. That's my true inheritance. And that's all I want. God's gift of joy and peace are all I want. You can take all this other illusory stuff and shove it up your ass. I feel like it's going to be a really great day. All right, I'll see you later for hanging out with lesson 104. Did I say 104? 104. I seek but what belongs to me in truth. All right, enjoy.